not worry.
تعرفوا هيدا شو؟ هيدا التغيير، هيدا صوتنا، ونحن رح نغير لمستقبل أفضل وللبنان أفضل. Enjoy your day
from Ayusha
and CAK.
Well, howdy, folks. Welcome to episode 55 of Do Not Worry. I'm your host, Anthony, coming to you once again from the heart of Beirut al-Ula. Although I did not vote to be Beirut al-Ula. Election fever is still sweeping the nation. Everyone's going crazy. Last week, expats voted. This week, we voted. I'm joined by the lovely interns, folks. Noor and Elijah. The gang's all back together. They're back. How are you guys doing?
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Did you have a good elections weekend?
No.
No?
It was really enjoyable.
Hello, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, folks, of the elections. We're going to get political today. We're going to be talking districts, elections, names, listet, shit like that. Fun times. Remember to like the video if you enjoy it while you're watching it. It helps us out a lot. Helps us out in the algorithm. Leave a comment. I almost said subscribe before saying leave a comment, folks. I'm so rusty. Like and comment, folks. Your engagement.
Hashtag engagement.
Yes, I did it. You're going to have to put that effect. We're doing it, folks. Hashtag engagement. Help the channel out. And guess what? We just crossed 6,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys, finally. It took forever, god damn it. I'm not even going to think about how long it's going to take to get to 7,000. But we got to 6K. I'm going to take my little victories as they come. So thank you. If you'd like to help us, please subscribe to the channel. Become a Do Not Warrior. Help us get to, 20K and beyond. And folks, we couldn't do any of this if it weren't for our beautiful, beautiful patrons. And we actually got some new patrons. We got a brand new blonde patron, Sarah M. Thank you. She's just joined and they are financially supporting this channel. We literally could not do this without you. So thank you so much, Sarah. And we got a massive donation from a new superhero patron, Jessica Ann. She donated even more than the allocated amount. I didn't even know people could do that. So thank you so much. Literally, your contributions are going to be, helping us out. Helping this channel going. We're going to start doing vlogs, folks, and we're going to be shooting our first vlog this Saturday. I'm not going to tell you where we're going, but I'm very excited. And this stuff costs money. None of us have cars. We got to pay for transportation. We got to pay for food, all that sort of shit to make these videos, this content that you love. So, we need patrons more than ever. We love you guys. So to Jessica Ann and to Sarah M, thank you so much. We love you guys. Patrons, interns, say thank you. Say thank you to the beautiful patrons.
Thank you, patrons.
Thank you so much.
And some beautiful superhero patrons like Eli Tawil, Fadi Mukerzil, Mocha Bara, Tariq Jamu, Dr. William Watfa, the boobs doctor. Hell yeah, the boobs doctor. Woohoo! Joey To, 69 in Monkeys, Nadine Najla, and some beautiful, beautiful blonde patrons like Karim Balade, Tufik Fakih, Ziad Mgherbil, Darwin Duck, Andrew G, and Noor Jabour. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Speaking of asking for money, you guys might be seeing all of these comic books surrounding the interns. You might be wondering, man, why are there so many vintage comic books? Why is it so messy over there? Well, guys, I don't know if I talked about this a few times on the channel. I sell vintage comic books on the side. I have a little side business, some side hustle called The Comic Stash. It is basically a little comic book stand in a shop called Multiverse Games. It's in Hamra. Multiverse sells a bunch of board games, statues, action figures, stuff like that. And they have a little corner where they sell some vintage comics. That's mine. It's called The Comic Stash. I sell comic books from the 1960s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. So I've been kind of inactive for the past 2 years with The Comic Stash, with the crisis. I didn't know how to price the comic books. The dollar rate was going crazy. I didn't know if people were willing to spend any money on comic books, so I sort of became really inactive, and I had boxes of comics that I hadn't even opened, over 200 comic books. So I've had a lot of free time lately, so I just spent the last week going through the over 200 comics that I had left, pricing them. I got a bunch of awesome vintage Batman comics, some Spider-Man comics, some Captain America comics. I'm going to be dropping those off to Multiverse Games this week, and they will be available for sale shortly after that, probably by next week. So if you guys want to support the channel, you can do it by buying one of these fucking comic books, man. That money goes directly into supporting your boy, Anthony. Not only are you supporting me and the channel, you're getting your hands on these beautiful vintage comics that are 30, 40, 50 years old, and you're getting them at an affordable price, folks. I'm trying to price these as competitively as I can. I'm being mindful of the situation, all right? You're going to get your hands on these comics that are 40, 30 years old for $10, $12, okay? These prices are crazy. What am I doing? I'm slashing prices, folks. I'm slashing prices. So follow the Comic Stash on Instagram. I'm going to be doing updates over there. Keep your eyes out for these comic books. And remember, you're supporting your boy, okay? Get your hands on a piece of comic book history and do that. One more thing before we get into the election topics. Ryan, you guys know Ryan, Chada's best friend, who's on the heavily featured in...
We know Ryan.
Everybody knows Ryan. He's heavily featured in the Chada documentary. Well, Ryan reached out to me on Instagram a few days ago and was like, hey man, I did a video, like, tribute for you. I'm like, what? He's like, I did a compilation. He's like, as you know, he's like, every time you put a post on Instagram, posting a new episode, I share it. So I made a compilation of that. I was a bit confused at first. I'm like, so is it a compilation of the Instagram posts or shares? He made a compilation. He sent it over, and you know what? We're gonna play it for you guys just as a thank you to Ryan. He also kind of wanted me to play it. So here it is, folks. A compilation of Ryan sharing my Instagram posts in his stories. He even made, I guess, like a whole category for it. 32, 33, 34. I think he missed a couple, but like it's been pretty consistent. I hope this is copyright-free music, Ryan, or else this is getting muted. All right, well. That was
Wow, Ryan.
That was
Wow.
great.
A for effort, Ryan.
A for effort.
Thank you for the lovely tribute. It was a slightly bizarre tribute, I must say, but we love it nonetheless. Now, moving on. Speaking of Ryan and Joseph Chada, we had an inspirational, as you know, we talked, it was election weekend. People are still talking about elections. Joseph Chada, folks, had a special election-related message to share with all of us.
الله أعطانا نعمة العقل خلينا نكون ببلد ديمقراطي نسبة المشاركة لازم تكون عالية كل شخص فوق ال 21 ما يقعد بالبيت أما أنتو اللي ما بتنتخبوا لأنكم تحت ال 21 بتمنى منكم أنه تطلبوا من أهلكم من قرايبكم أنه يشاركوا ما حدا يقعد هيدي فرصة للتغيير من هلأ ل4 سنين
Elijah, you should have stood up. I'm going to remember that. And Shada's going to remember it too. We also got another, you saw this in the intro. I had to play it again. I'm sorry, Elijah. We're going to do this again. CAK, boys. CAK.
تعرفوا هيدا شو؟ هيدا التغيير، هيدا صوتنا، ونحن رح نغير لمستقبل أفضل وللبنان أفضل. Enjoy your day.
From Ayusha
and CAK.
Bro, I think Mayusha votes, her district is like on Venus. Elections. Well, first, did you guys vote? Well, Noor, you were too young to vote.
No, I can't vote.
You can't, but you're 20. So next elections. Elijah, how about you?
I know. I did not vote before anyone comes at me.
You know the comments are coming.
Cancelled.
لأنه
Hashtag cancelled.
لك اسمعوا شو اسمه كنت نازل صوت لبيير من القوات. أنا من حارة حريق guys. So it was the best option sadly.
بيير من القوات؟ مين بيير من القوات؟
على الحالتين طلع. Well, I knew he's gonna like.
But was there another independent option that you
There was
voted for?
there was بس ما كانوا بهالسكت مطرح ما أنا يعني ما عندهم هاد power.
You should have just said I wasn't going to vote
So
and
ما
stopped
اسمع
there.
فso when you have to choose between one evil and the lesser evil, I'd rather not vote at all.
If I'm to choose between one evil and another, I'd rather not choose at all.
But you were gonna that? Why don't you just go vote for the هيدا?
ما كان عندي خلاص I'm gonna say حرام غيري.
Hey, all right. So we got one
بس
too young.
بعدك cancelled.
You're canceled. One too young to vote. One just didn't want to vote, or if he was gonna vote, he was gonna vote للقوات.
Guys إذا نزلت كنت رح
للقوات.
أنزل لحالي بحالة
للقوات.
تحريك مع كل حزب الله fuck that shit guys. لأنتخب قوات no.
Well, I mean, look, yeah, I do thank you for not voting للقوات. That's an admirable thing. I voted.
طلع على الحالتين بيار so.
I voted. I went down to Beirut الثاني على البشورة. Bashura, baby. What? It was horrible. I'm not gonna lie. I walked from here أنا قاعد بجايتاوي. I walked all the way there. It was a nice walk until you get to like the bridge. Once you cross the bridge هون العالم فوق بعضها والعيط وكان في حركة أمل عم بيعملوا مشكل مع الدرك ومع I'm like fun times ahead. I voted. I ended up voting for the Nahas people. قادرين. I know. Look man, I was gonna vote for Beirut التغيير and حط the صوت the preferential vote لإبراهيم منيمة. خلاص I was like set.
You didn't do that?
I didn't do that. No, I ended up voting for the Nahas people because we're gonna go through why, bro. Man, look,
I know Anthony, we're gonna get cancelled.
bro. There's
شو cancel.
bro. I voted. I voted, and I voted for change. Okay, شو بدكم فيي? I didn't vote for the. I'm still happy that Naimne won. I don't give a fuck. I just wanted to vote for anyone that represented change that was against the Sulta. You know what I mean? You can't come at me. There was a guy on Twitter who's like, you don't have the right to complain for the next 4 years, and you voted for hate. I'm like, that's what the fuck, bro. Like. Anyways, I voted for them because I don't know, man. Like the Nahas people, they have a Hezbollah problem. You know, they're too easy going, they're too forgiving out of Hezbollah. They're willing to look the other way, which is obviously a massive problem. But realistically, how are you going to get rid of Hezbollah anytime soon? We have 100 other things I feel that we need to solve just in the short term before that. And
that was why PR was my option. هو الوحيد بحارة تحريك المترشحين كان ضد حزب الله.
انت القوات ما تحكينا عن القوات هلا خيي. والقوات عاملين their whole thing حزب الله كانوا ما في 100,000 مشكلة غير حزب الله. Anyways, and Beirut تغيير bro, there's ملحم خلف in there who I don't like. Paula well, she's not part of them, so she's allied with them. بس انه ملحم خلف is in Beirut تغيير, which I didn't like. One of the guys شو اسمه صداق something. Let me get his name. Let me get the Wadah Sadiq. That guy's like homophobic as fuck. He has a video that we're gonna watch a clip where he's like, I'll do whatever I can to stop gay people from getting married. I'm like, I don't want to vote. كمان حسيت I was voting for يعني both the opposition teams that I had to choose from has had big caveats. واحد is pro Hezbollah, which I don't like. The other ones are corrupt. One is pro Beirut, one is anti-gay marriage. Like I was like, whoever I vote for, I'm not gonna feel good about my vote, but I didn't want to sit it out because my mind is اسمع حكي صراحة. So I just fucking voted. Okay. So that happened. Now, overall the results came out. Things were pretty positive. يعني, and relatively folks, اجينا, we got a whole bunch, like 13. Basically, here's a graphic, okay? With the faces of التغيير. These are 14 people here. Sherb al-Mas'ad, who's down here, shouldn't be in this photo. We just have 13. Mark Dow, Najat Saliba, Halima Kakour, Firas Hamdan, Ilyes Jradi, Michel Douaihe, Melhim Khalaf, who we don't like, Brahim Naimne, who we like, Wadah Sadiq, who's the homophobe, Paula Yaoubian, who used to be allied with Rafi al-Hariri, I think, and stuff like that, so I honestly don't like her as well. Cynthia Zarazir, whatever. Congratulations, Cynthia. Yassin, Sharb al-Masad, no, he's not part of these. Urami Fenij. Let me just show you that quick video of Wadah Sadiq. ليش ما بنحبه نحن. Okay, هون, this was a part of a 2-minute video, part of a 2-minute clip where they're asking him about civil marriage. He's like, I'm against civil, and مش against, is like, we don't need to move on civil marriage, it's already an option. But هون he's clarifying his views على gay marriage.
قصدهم يقولوا نحن بنطالب بزواج المثليين او باظهار المثليه، ولا مره حكينا بهالموضوع. انا على المستوى الشخصي ضد هيدا الموضوع للاخر، وبحارب ضده داخل المجلس النيابي بكل ما اوتيت من قوه.
يعني هون it's one thing to say like أنا أخي I'm against gay
حارب ضده يلا
بس
he's willing to put the effort.
رح حارب قد ما فيه. I'm gonna fight my hardest. So I'm sorry, I didn't want to vote for this fucker. Sue me. ما هيك man. In the US elections I didn't vote the last two because I didn't want to choose between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, and I wasn't gonna fucking choose between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. This time I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna choose. A lot of people were trying. Gino, our patron, بعت لي messages, voice notes, links to his podcast. Like, this is why I vote Beirut Tagir. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Then I just changed my mind later. I was like, no, I'm gonna go with my heart. Not that my heart doesn't give a shit about Sharb al-Nahas or any of these people. And if anything, he probably hurt the chances of independence. لأنه he's kind of split the vote instead of, uniting. He kind of Ralph Nadered it. If you guys are into US politics and elections, you'll get that reference. So that's what happened with us. So hey, هي ليست التغيير. There's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of information that we're going to try to go through. So it might get a little ضياع يعني, بس إنه we got some tweets about turnout. We got some info about turnout, voter turnout. So this year turnout was at 41.04%, which was down from last election, which was at like 49%. So we're down 7 or 8%. Beirut 1 was very low, 28.50% voter turnout, which is very low. Beirut الثانية, my people, Bashura baby, we're up 38%. Mount Lebanon 55%. Throughout the country, looking pretty low relatively. This is kind of the breakdown of how the seats are allocated. You guys forgot your ringlet. It's all right, guys. This is how the seats were allocated. So Hezbollah has 13 seats, Amal has 15. The Free Patriotic Movement, Laouni, have 17 seats, which is down from 4 years ago where they had like over 20 or something. The FPM, Laouni, lost some seats. Tashnak, 3 seats. Marada, 2 seats. Independence, 16 seats. Progressive Socialist Party, 8 seats. Related to Future, 8 seats. Lebanese Forces, 19 seats. They are up from 4 years ago. So Luwait are on the rise while Laouni are on the decline, which sucks. We're going to talk about Luwait about shway. They're trying to rebrand as like some kind of like, what the fuck are you trying to do, man? Like,
Their propaganda is so fucking stupid. كان عندهم أرمرك حطوها حد شركة يوم بزوق مصباح حطوها for 2 days وشلوها قد ما stupid. نحن فينا نضوي البلد and literally I read it. I was like, what the fuck? I wish I took a picture of it. هلا it's non-existent.
I saw them everywhere, bro. The red, نحن فينا نرجع الأموال ونحن فينا نرجع whatever the fuck the word was. Anyways, Luwait are on the rise, which is bad, folks. So I said we spent too much time. نعم نتمنيك على جبران باسيل. We really let that other lizard slip through the cracks. Samir Jaj is like a little lizard. He's like, ooh, hiding in the cracks. Female representatives. This was a banner year for female representatives. Only 8 female ministers were elected out of 128, but it's up from 6 from last time. We got 2 women power, folks. Women can do it too. Such a virtue signaling thing to say. Anyways, 4 of the women came from نحن الopposition.
2 منهم من القوات.
و2 منهم من القوات. انت ما تحكينا مع القوات. وواحدة من الاف بي ام. وواحدة من الامل. Women can do it. في next year, but we want to double this number. At the very least, عن جد it's fucked up. 100 out of 128 having 8 women. حطوا المزح بين المزح والجد. Is that how it's done? Right? That's bad, okay? We want more women. Come on. Jesus Christ, there's more women in Lebanon than men. There's this one thing we talked about not voting. Elijah weren't voting and people shaming people on voting. I just want to take a second to talk about that. There's a couple of shitty internet takes. So, well, this is a tweet by our friend Anis, not a bad take. This is just Anis tweeted this. Around 70% didn't vote. Expats were more invested than people who still live here. Curious to know why. Are they happy with the way things are? Did they lose hope? They simply don't care. There's a couple things wrong with the tweet, but no, it's fine. He's just asking, what happened? Why aren't people voting? I don't think it's fair to say that expats are more invested. The amount of expats that voted are like 100,000. So overall, it's a higher percentage of the people who registered to vote. But the vast, vast, vast majority of expats didn't even think of voting or wala elections. But this lady called Mona, quote tweeted Anis and was like, I think Lebanon nationals should stop complaining about the country's catastrophic state of affairs. They deserve this corrupted criminal political class of around 70% of the population abstained from voting. Great. Yeah, let's blame the poor Lebanese people who didn't vote and let's not blame the system. Folks, if people don't want to vote, you got to come in and try to understand them. And I put out a tweet that kind of said this. Let me read my own tweet. I'm not gonna fucking read the tweet. I said basically, how can you can't blame people for not voting when the government has taken everything from them, their livelihoods, their money, their lives, their jobs, their work. They don't trust the democratic process here. Why are people who've been here for 30 years and who've been fucked over by this government, why are they gonna think that a vote is gonna change anything? So I wrote a tweet that said, people who've been abandoned and impoverished by their government for decades have no reason to trust the democratic process or that their vote will make an ounce of tactile change in their daily lives. Opposition groups all have huge caveats. Gas is unaffordable for most. There's tons of reasons why people don't want to vote, folks. Either gas, they're either not convinced by the opposition. So to say that the people deserve it, well, the Lebanese nationals should stop complaining. No, you can complain. If you didn't vote, you can complain. If you voted, you can complain. If you voted, you can complain a little bit more. Sure, your complaining has a little bit more weight to it. If you just sat at home and was like, I just don't want to vote. Yeah, sure. Bas no. La. I understand people who didn't vote. I almost didn't vote. I haven't voted in the last 2 presidential elections in the States. I don't feel guilty about it. One fucking bit. okay? I don't give a shit, to be completely honest with you guys. So I hate takes like that. You guys want to talk about some cheating? The elections, folks, voting in Lebanon is always sketchy. So we have some instances. First, let's look at a tweet. This is Mona Salim talking about what happened with her France vote. Just received pictures circulating of the ballots from France, and half of them are 1, either soaked in ink, 2, stolen, keeping in mind that when we voted, the papers were not sealed. I don't want to know what happened to my vote. I feel violated. So, apparently some ballots are arriving. It looked pretty sketchy. Again, nothing surprising there. Here is a group of Hezbollah volunteers, basically just like changing votes straight up. Well, this is the problem with voting in Lebanon. You put your vote in an envelope that's not sealed, so anyone can fucking take out your paper.
بتعرف شو كانوا عم بيعملوا؟ كانوا عم بيهربوا Syrian people ويحطوا أسامي علم ميتة ويكبوا الvote instead.
That's what they were doing right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty fucked up. We have other instances where people were voting, but you had like people standing and observing to make sure that they're voting for the person they want them to, which is very fucked up. Look at that. Yeah, Hezbollah people making sure that they're voting for the right person. We had an Amal party before. Yeah, this shit just don't fly, man. There was also a lot of violence. You think cheating was there's violence, man? Fights broke out. I know when I went to Bashura, like I said, there was almost a huge fight between Amal supporters and like El Darak Awal Jaysh. I can't remember if it was the army, but there was big crowds of people, like tensions. Ooh, I was like, fuck this day, man. Deja كنت fan from the fucking voting and the walking and so here we got a man dragged. What is this? Do you know who? What's the context?
Yeah, so a guy استقبله لميشيل عون.
بحر تحريك.
So they literally dragged him.
Okay, let's check it out. I'm glad we live in a civilized nation such as this, يسب رئيسك بيصير فيك. العالم ما ما تاكل. هون شو man being dragged part 2, so that's the same
This
guy.
is the same guy.
And the same dude, huh? ما تحكي هيك شو سامع شو فاهم ما بتعيدها قول انك بتحبه لبي الكل. Yeah, oh headbutted him. Oh fuck, bro.
That's crazy.
Like don't come for me, bro. أنا عم بمزح, huh? Like don't. ما بدها القد. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. هون عنا شو قوات fighting with مع العونية أو مع حزب الله.
No, this is Hezbollah.
And Amal. With fighting مع حزب الله and Amal. This is what the country is going to look like in a few years, folks. This is a lot of tension between with it's not even Hezbollah. We just don't like Muslims. Let's keep it real, man. With don't like Muslims.
We don't like anyone except for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very comfortable in saying that Uwait are anti-Muslim, and Hezbollah is the perfect excuse they need to justify their hatred of Muslims. نحن أنا بالأشرفية يا شباب ما عنا ما نفوت نحن الإسلام هون عم بمزح. To our Muslim fucking viewers, we fucking love you, man. I'm kidding. That's why I hate Uwait, man. I fucking hate Uwait. أخرى من العونية يعني عشوائي. When I was young, صراحة, and this might sound very cringe, Uwait were always just known as like wazawis.
Very true.
زعران, like Nawar, wazawis. هيدا when I think of Uwait, take a fucking man.
Christian Hezbollah.
العوينات no offense إذا بتلبسوا aviator sunglasses والشابلي الصليب الخشب هون لهون اسمك إلي أو فادي. No offense, Elijah. You're وجه, so we know. شرب الإلي فادي خي أنا بصوت للحكيم. خلص برو ما أي اشطبوا للصليب ها بيشطب هون his fucking eyebrows لك هلا شايفين حالهم because they got extra seats وهلا القوات are emboldened يا ربي.
ماني أوجه. Stop saying that.
Huh?
ماني أوجه.
You said it, bro. هون another fight. Let's watch. شو عم بيصير هون بين مين ومين هون. ايه شباب لك هول الاجواء عنا election season,
As
folks.
horrible as this is, كنت ضحكت فهم شابه بالعالم بالأول.
ما شفت honestly. I was looking. شو حيوانات نحن برو. The people that say we deserve a dictator, in moments like these, sometimes I agree with you. Just these little moments, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing. بدنا واحد هيك قوي يربينا. Shieh shooting. There was some shooting by Shieh. That's cool. That's post-election. What are they celebrating? Fun times. Look at those fun times.
Sure, is celebrating أو معصبين.
كانوا both technically أصلا for RPG عن لماني كمان. It's very شو غريب إنه عايشين country people can just like take a gun ويقصوا بالهواء وما في جيش بيتدخلوا.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's move away from the violence and the cheating and all of that, and let's see we have some beautiful, funny memes coming out of the election, folks. And I want to start with this guy, this fucking legend right here, man. So this guy, rumor has it, he collected bribes from all major parties and ended up voting independent. So here he is wearing a white hat, ben shifu, maktab tene, who's that on his hat? I can't tell who this guy is. Then here he is at Aoune, maktab Aoune. Then here he is, Akar Tagir. Bro, this guy, I don't know, man. I fucking love this guy. He's wearing the same shirt, didn't even bother changing shirts.
Yeah, I hope that's true and he voted independent.
I hope that's true.
It's so funny.
I hope إنه ما عملوا له شيء.
Even if it's not independent, it's fucking hilarious that he collected money from all of them. He wore the hats. Ooh, that's fucking genius. I fucking love that. King Rolodex. Our good buddy King Rolodex. We talked about him here at Beirut الثانية. Only got 111 votes. That's actually a lot. Like 111 people actually voted for this guy. King Rolodex couldn't secure a seat. So is he going to stay in Lebanon? Is he going to try again in 4 years? Maybe he has these 4 years to build a new following, to
become a patron next week next 4 سنين بننتخبك.
Become King Rolodex, become a patron. وحياة الله, I will become your propaganda mouthpiece.
بنقول نفوسه.
شو ما بدك King Rolodex. نحن هون we have no values on this show. نحن تشترينا نحن الخاص.
نعمل لك a patron category اسمه King Rolodex وهيك $1000 to join.
شو ما بدك King status.
Yep.
King status.
اهتم فينا. Come on. انت بي الكل. King Rolodex بي الكل. عن جد we're so cheap. So هون شبيبة المستقبل didn't want to vote, so they set up a pool. There's a bunch of videos of y'all saw that. So that's pretty funny. Look, it's not funny like they didn't want to vote. You guys could have voted you poor idiots. And when I say poor, I literally mean poor. Y'all can't afford shit. Go vote. Why are you doing this? God damn it. Whatever money they're paying you to do this is not going to last you longer than 2 weeks, man. Okay? And when I say poor, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You ain't got time to think, but you got to think smart, guys. Okay? We're not going to get out of this hole by doing this. يا نبيه بري هيدا بقي الكل كمان. What's that? Okay, so we got, but if you think that little girl's alone in her love for Nabih Birri, we got some support all the way from Africa, baby.
انتو حرس مين؟ نبيه مباري. انتو رجال مين؟ نبيه مباري. انتو اسود مين؟ نبيه مباري. انت من وين جاي؟ سعيد مدفع. دالي. شيان. عشرة.
Okay, I don't want to get a copyright claim for this. That's so fucked up. These are probably, this guy is obviously living in Africa. These are probably either his security team or his, they work for him or with him. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know who the fuck Nabih Birri is. But you're not used to thinking that it was Nabil Birri. My whole life, I was calling him Nabil Birri. Until like 2 years ago, I found out it was Nabih.
No, that's just you.
Yeah, I never knew there was even a name called Nabih. And Sit Rida, I always thought her name was Rida. And it was El Sit Rida. I didn't know there was a name Sit Rida.
Sit Rida?
El Sit Rida. يعني her name was Rida, I thought. El Sit Rida.
Sit Rida.
Sit Rida, I think. I don't know, man. I don't know, that's how I was. El Sit Rida. Turns out her name is Sit Rida. Well, that's fucking weird. It's like El Ustaz Anthony. That's the whole name. Like, that's how I thought about it. Michel Elmour, Political Pen, put out a pretty cringe tweet, I guess. Bad news, Michel Elmour won. Good news, we're gonna have so much fun in the next 4 years. It's gonna be hilarious, Political Pen. Oh my god, the lack of food and the lack of basic services. We're gonna love it. We're gonna laugh together, Political Pen. Look at that long kissing that lizard. The lizard, Samin Jaja.
Yeah, that's very odd to watch.
Look at تغيير الوقت. أشرفية للمسيحية. I mean what?
It's not elections related, but it's very funny.
Let's check.
في ناس عايشين بلا كهرباء ولا دقيقة قد تجيهم. اوعى يكونوا عم تسجلوا.
ما تكونوا عم بتسجلوا. What a guy. We're gonna miss you, Eli. Yeah, so Eli's out. Eli's out. There was also Wiam Wahab.
He's very out.
Was it the guy Wiam Wahab? Wiam Wahab. He started the shoveling dirt. حط صورة. He said it's like a break. It's so funny. He's like out there's like, well, مسرحية الانتخابات خلصت, now back to work or something. It's like posting thirst traps. Someone on Twitter said thirst trap. I don't mean to steal the joke. قاعد عم يفلح بالتراب بالرملات. أدي معلوف.
المقطع رح يكون للتاريخ. خيفان على مقعدك النيابي. نعم.
ليك مقعد النيابي انا بدي اقول لك
الجملة واضحة.
اذا انا ترشحت رح اربحه. اذا انا ترشحت وقرر الطيار يرشحني انا حاربحه.
He lost.
This is a perfect moment to include that. Yeah, okay, good. Well, that guy lost. Well, that's good. We got some pretty good election memes, I guess. Anna, this guy takes the cake. Mr. Four Hats, bravo. Hope you made the right decision, man. Jad Ghosn, folks. He's a fan favorite here in Lebanon. Everyone loves him. He's got a very popular YouTube channel. He was on Al Jadid for a long time. People love him. I think maybe the biggest criticism about Jad Ghosn is his stance. كمان مثل شوي شرب النحاس and those folks. He's a bit too lax on Hezbollah, and he's willing to look the other way because strategically he thinks there's no benefit to going after Hezbollah, stuff like that. He's kind of okay with them. He doesn't think they're maybe necessarily responsible for a lot of the assassinations that have happened here. Well, a lot of people disagree with that's the worst thing I think that can be said about him. Overall, he's a guy that you can talk to, you can debate with. He's a likable dude. He's smart. He's well-spoken. He knows about بيفهم بالfinance. نحن بنحبه لجاد غصن. He was also a nominee for Best ASMR at the Do Not Worry Awards. So, نحن we like Jad Ghosn here. We're fans. Best, he got very close to winning. بالمتن جبال.
Yes,
متن. And he lost out on like 80 votes or 88 votes.
I still can't fucking believe it.
It was so close. It was like a nail-biting story roller coaster
yesterday
ride.
night أنا ما نمت because he lost.
Yeah,
I swear.
It was,
No, because I was okay. نحنا we vote بالمتن. I pushed all of my family and Jad, please vote for Jad. I was just waiting for him to win and he did not.
It's funny, and like women on Twitter like thirst trap for Jad Ghosn, like crazy, man. All the women on Twitter want a piece of Jad Ghosn. Like he's probably considered like. I've never seen women fawn over Lebanese like political personality as much as they do Jad Ghosn. There was even a fun little tweet on Beirut.com, a parody version, where they want him to put his finger somewhere. Anyways, here's a quick video about the drama. I don't know what that is. That's him explaining the situation, I guess.
المرشح جاد غصن من قصر عدن الجديدة بس اعطينا اخر تطورات وشو المشاكل.
This is before he knew he lost.
يعطيكم العافية. أول شيء المحل اللي صرنا فيه هو إنه واحد بيوصل للحاصل أما لا على عشرات الأصوات. وقت يكون الفرق هالقد قليل بطل في ولا مكنة بتقدر تحسم بنتيجة. زاد على هيدا الأمر إشكال إنه مثلا في قلم بالمنصورية عليه إشكال وفي قلم عم ينلغى وفي قلم ببسكنتا اجا بكيس مخزوق ومش مختوم جوا.
Anyways, a bunch of things وشي علبة مفتوحة وهيك. I guess they sorted it out. Look, losing by 80 votes is very respectable. I hope ما كان في زعبرة or I hope they didn't cheat in order to get that result. Obviously, that's a huge possibility. I think in 4 years he's going to get an opportunity to grow his fan base by like a lot. He's going to get a lot more support, especially if he keeps sort of creating the videos that he does and educating people and being kind of an honest guy. There was one big tweet that came out against Jad Ghosn from Monica Borgman. Glad that Jad Ghosn didn't win. We'll remember always his comment. If we admit that Hezbollah is killing, we can't negotiate with them anymore. Now, a lot of people gave her shit on that tweet. Like,
this is Luqman Slim's
This is Luqman Slim's wife. I think a lot of people who were commenting and replying to her didn't know that. They were like, who are you? Who the hell are you, woman? Her husband was murdered by presumably, the Hizb. So if anyone has the right to say anything about this, it's her. And look, that's her opinion. And look, it's a weak spot of Jad Ghosn that he thinks that. And that is a bad line that he said. We got to admit this stuff. Because we got to, you know what I mean? Like we have to look evil right in the face sometimes and admit that it's wrong. But Lebanon has so many problems. We have to, like, the financial collapse and all of that. But can these problems be solved without dealing with this other huge problem that is like this dark cloud looming over Lebanon at all times, which is the Hizb problem? I don't know. You know, I don't know if you can solve one without the other. I know eventually the problem is going to have to be solved. Can it happen through negotiation? I don't know. The point is, Hezbollah had a pretty big loss. I mean, they used to be the majority in the parliament. Now they're not anymore. Now it's technically Luwait have the biggest bloc.
Now they're the minority.
Halla Luwait are the leaders of the opposition opposing Hezbollah. Like, it's crazy, man. The things are changing a lot. But Jad Ghosn, we almost had it. There was a tweet by Benny Adam on Twitter. We don't have it here, but he was like, I've never seen like the Lebanese Twitter timeline so united as they are for their love of Jad Ghosn. Let's forget about the sad moments by playing a quick game of Smash or Pass with the 13 independent كمان Apola Ya'ubiyan Melhem Khalaf you know, they're not that independent. I'm saying, Wadah Sadiq, you homophobe, I don't like you bastard. So let's play a game of Smash or Pass. Mark Doe. We each go. Mark Doe. I would smash.
Smash.
I mean, that was too enthusiastic. But Najat. And by the way, normally when we play Smash or Pass, I think we did it with Pokemon last time, inspired by Markiplier. I don't think this is a game that you're meant to play with actual human beings. But so now there's just politicians who are just having fun. Okay, we're not talking about their physical appearance. Whether I say Smash or Pass, it's just the whole vibe. Okay, it's the vibe. Speaking of vibes, Najat Saliba, pass. Not my vibe.
Pass.
Smash.
كمان شفت
She's so cute.
شفت tweet انه
Cute.
she's like my cool aunt. Oh, and like
Hell yeah.
مشان هيك pass.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that with my aunt.
حسب
Come on,
تطبخ
guys.
منيح.
Halima Kakur. Pass.
لا smash.
ما بعرف. Honestly ما بعرف.
All right. Firas Hamdan. I'm going to pass, sir.
Smash.
But they're very, very enthused. I don't know what's going on. Lies Jiradi. You're going to get a smash from me, sir.
كمان
He's this classy older gentleman.
Smash, yeah.
He's got that salt and pepper going on. Michel Douaihe. Pass.
I'm gonna pass.
Pass.
Best I don't know, there's something there. Melhem Khalaf, pass. I don't like you.
كمان pass.
Pass.
I don't even know why you don't like him. People tell me he's hosted like Beirut or something. My bad, guys. I'm trying my best here. I don't know if people like this. Brahim Naimne, you know what?
بخوف.
Pass.
No, like
He's a nice guy.
لا, this is a really bad picture. But
I'm
he's
judging
adorable.
I'm judging on the picture.
عن جد he's adorable.
Wadah Sadiq, I'm gonna smash you.
أنا smash.
Just
بس يصير جلطة.
غصباً عنك, man. All right, I ain't even gay, bro. We're gonna have some gay sex, you and me. We're gonna time to tie the knot, you and I, my friend. Okay, so you're getting a smash from me.
Smash منك.
We're gonna double teaming you. Elijah and me are gonna double team you, bro.
Yeah, we'll have a threesome.
Get ready to handle that shit. This is gonna be a threesome for commenters. I want you all to imagine this. Pola Ya'ubiyan.
Smash.
ما فيك
My Armenian
Y'all know me and evil ladies. Okay, there's something about him. So Pola Ya'ubiyan, you're getting a smash from Anthony. I'm a smash Pola.
حاسك كتير kinky.
She probably is a little crazy. Don't come after us. It's a friendly podcast. Paula, you get a smash. You get a smash. Cynthia Zarazir. You know what?
Pass.
أنا pass. I think هيك she looks too
بس
nice.
ضبط شعرها. I'll smash her.
She does look too
Shut
innocent and sweet.
up.
She does look too nice. She does
Shut
look too
comment.
nice. Would you say about her hair? Say that.
بس ضبط شعرها.
بس
كلنا كاشين بس She's
no,
sweet.
she's too sweet.
Nice
She looks like
smash.
she volunteers at like a charity.
Yeah,
She looks like she helps puppies and
لا,
kittens.
صح,
You know what I
too
mean?
nice to
ما
smash.
بدي. Yassine, look, able smash خيي. Yassine looks like he's down for a good time. Look at my guy with a fist up. He wants to put that fist somewhere special. So you know what, Yassine? He's not a looker. Yassine's not a looker.
بس there's something.
There's his vibe. He's got positive energy. Look at that.
There's something.
Look at my bro.
He has the my fuck me eyes.
He's horrible looking, bro. But I don't know. It's just it's the confidence. Look at that. He looks horrible, but he's the most confident looking out of all of them in that photo. Like, look at that shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's ready to fucking go.
خلاص okay.
Sherb al-Masad, he's an independent. I don't know why he's in this graph. عنا آخر واحد رامي. Finish. No, thank you. Pass. There we go. If you guys want to see what we think of the wait list or the FPM list, Smash or Pass, maybe we could do it next week. So this was Smash or Pass. Independence, well, I mean, not Tahrir editions, whatever the fuck you want to call it. What else we got over here? I think that was it for the elections, guys, and I think we spoke about most things. Let us know what you guys think. Did you guys vote? Who did you vote for? Do you have any hope for this country? Are you still here even? Are you an expat? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. We got time for one more thing, and we're going to just نغير شوي جو of just election stuff. We wanted to do another thing. We wanted to talk about a TikToker that Elijah discovered. He's called HungreeGee. HungreeGee, folks. He is a TikToker, up and coming. He's got over 5,000 followers, so 66,000 likes. And his catchphrase is, Saraha, let's do this. Let's do this. That is his catchphrase. Okay, that's why. And Elijah, I saw the catchphrase. I was like, good find. Yalla, dig in. So let's just enjoy some simple.
When I was watching the video على الفيد بكل ما يقول let's do this هيك يتشع بعدين يقول it's cringe.
خلاص
I have to share this.
Bro, this is it, man. We got أنا man خلاص. It's so easy to come up with a gimmick. We need to just come up with a catchphrase. نروح على شي مطعم وخلاص. Here's the first one.
ليه فاضي؟ ستريت بوند بيب وجد فيليج. صراحة let's do this. Let's do this. كيوسك فتح بكونسبت جديد. They serve food on skateboards. Let's do this.
Let's do this. He says it like 4 times بكل حلقة.
والتشيدر عن جد كتير طيبة.
I want to talk over the music.
بيردو. إذا في بان خزقت كذا هيك ليلة تكبها فعملوا بان بيردو. صراحة
let's do this.
Yeah. I recommend it for you guys. Don't
well, I like the guy. Again, man, you gotta hustle. You gotta get those gimmicks. You got a gimmick. خلاص. He's got a gimmick. Bamboo. شو عنا
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
أرجيكم الستار ايتمز تبعي عند بامبو. في منه بصغرتها وفتح بجونيا. Price is super fair.
Bamboo is so good.
He's very loud.
كلهم شغلة وحدة. صراحة let's do this.
Yeah, hey, the butter chicken thing, that looks pretty good. Who's been to Bamboo?
كل جمعة bro.
It's
so good. It's
كيف
so
الأسعار
fucking
butter
good.
chicken?
Like prices, and it's not the cheapest, but for the quality they're like serving, it's really
ballpark.
يعني إذا you wanna go with like إنه شي
بدي أطلب delivery أنا لحالي 100
home dining. It's such a nice dining experience.
خي أنا بالبوكسرز لحالي شو قدر
ما بوصلوا على بيروت.
طب يا خي just theoretically just fucking go along.
As for 2 people like 300 between 400 500 حسب شو بتطلب.
الباتر تشيكن قد ايه 150,000 200,000
باتر تشيكن I think 200 وشي
200 وشي
بس انه their vegetable noodles like 100 they're like shrimp fried rice 80.
انا بعمل نودلز هون اخي بنعمل هون
بس يا في عندهم ذا جرين كب ما بعرف شو اسمه هيرايالي كباب it's like lime green.
هلا وين هذا بجبال قلت لي؟
هذا بجونيا.
شو رح ياخذنا على جونيا انا برو؟ بس يلا good to know. I'm glad you have it. Okay, Anna, when I get my butter chicken, I get it from Get Grilled. Shaggy makes that kick-ass butter chicken. She even sent me a plate once. It was so good. Shaggy, we love you. We miss you. If I haven't ordered in a while, it's because I moved away from here, but I'm back now. Tom and Mutz. I've heard of this place actually. I've been wanting to go. I've heard mixed things. My body.
صراحة let's do this. It's an authentic Italian restaurant. Tom and Mud's مرمخايل. كتير حبيت فكرة اللايف كوكينج بس لا الأكل بدنا نقول له صراحة let's do this. كتير
Why this guy was bullied in school?
My body, man. Like, he seems like a nice guy. Again, it's just once you do the foodie stuff is just like, you know what I mean.
أنا وياك كافيه فتح جديد بالأتسي صراحة كتير شاغلين على الديكوريشن ليكم على برزنتيشن للأكل عندهم دايفرسيتي كبيرة بالمنيو صراحة أكلهم طيب والدسرات ضروري تجربون
يلي بيطلبوا بأفري فيديو he talks very little.
Again, he doesn't
His videos are too short.
No, let's نخترع شي slogan. Let's get free food.
I was thinking like
But they're free food.
Let's fucking go. Guys, let's fucking go. Oh, Shabib. Let's fucking anything. We get inspired from come to that Habibi, come to Darwish. Let's نعمل الباستيش. بدي let's like كأنه algorithm break it down all the keywords and نحطهم بفرد جملة يعني come to let's do this. You know what I mean? Like she هيك let's see it. It doesn't even need to make sense. Let it just be catchy. You know what I mean?
Eat Smart Episode 2.
جينا عند روكستر اليوم ونقينا ايتمز انتو يوجولي بتطلبوها.
صراحة بيرسونلي أنا هونجري جي بفضل إذا بعد معي 800 كالوري آكل برجر من ما آكل بس 4 حبات تشيكن ستريب.
إذا جيتوا على روكستر هيدا الفيديو جايد لإلكم.
Smart, stay tuned and let's do this.
Let's do this. Yeah, it's not even that. It's just he just says let's do this, because I guess he says it so many times, so forcefully, with so much passion. It's not even that clever.
ما مخايل I guess 3 أرباعكم بتعرفوه. جينا لندوق التاكيز برجر عنده صراحة كانت كتير طيبة.
I've never been to Lettuce
ولا
Meat.
اللودد فرايز بعقده صراحة مع الهوت دوغ معهم. بس شو اللي كان عنده شيء جديد هو انه صار يستعمل نيو انجس بيف بالبرجرز تبعه وكانت كتير طيبة يعني صراحة
Let's do this. Yeah. I've never been to Lettuce Meat. And honestly, when I eat Bimaram Khail, at this point, my restaurant options have been divided to 3 or 4. The Bros for their, I get the chicken burger dipped in barbecue. I fucking love Das Cooch, whatever the fuck it's called. I get the spicy Kazakhina. It's very good. The shit's good, man. I enjoy Meshawish. They got some good ass kebabs over there. I love Meshawish sandwiches. Where else do I like to go? I fucking forgot the third one. Oh, if I wanted a good burger, honestly, Smoking Bun is still good. I know people have gotten bored of it or something, or they're like, I still think he makes a kick-ass cheeseburger, some good-ass fries with that good little dipping sauce. I think it's nice, it's consistent. You guys, what are your go-to spots? Let's do this! شو بتحبوا؟
اسكوتشا سويس باتر و من قبل كان ماك اند
Swiss
تشيز.
butter is overrated. I'm so
That's so
sorry.
good.
Really?
It's good, okay, but it's
I have a friend who
overhyped.
works closely with the Swiss butter, but تطهر لسانك قبل ما تقطع Swiss butter.
It's good, ما عم قول لا, بس it's overrated.
They're known for their sauce. أنا لكن it's not for me, I would say, because when I eat like a burger, I like...
vegan steak بتعقد الجديد. It's
أنا
so fucking
أنا هيك
good.
just a very buttery sauce. Ça me dit rien. Like I've only tried their burger. It was fucking delicious, cooked to perfection. Everything was great. It's just I don't like a butter sauce on a burger. I like ketchup and cheese. You know, I'm a simple classic man. I'm a classic man.
Simple American guy.
Typical American guy.
I'm American. Got my Bernie Sanders, got my George Mason t-shirt. Folks, yeehaw! Hell yeah! Well, hey folks, Anthony here from the future. This is me the next morning. Okay, I woke up to some WhatsApps from the interns that Nancy Ajram is a racist. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm exaggerating, or am I? But I figured I wanted to talk about this. It was kind of funny. Nancy Ajram did blackface on her birthday. She posted like a video on Instagram. And I figured it would be too late to talk about it next week. So I'm doing this the next morning. I wore the same t-shirt we wore on the episode to try to keep the illusion going. But this is the next day. The interns are not here, all right? I don't try to fool anybody. But I did want to watch this video. So let's just take a second to react. We might have to mute the music, Elijah, because I think it's going to be copyrighted most likely. So, but anyways, I can watch this on mute anyways. Right, I'm going to turn this down. So people are making the argument that it's orange-faced. I mean, still, you know what I mean? She is very orange, but like, it's still blackface technically. The idea of what she's doing. شوفوا مين? It's just so out of touch. Hey, here? Ooh. Hey, here? Ooh. Like, man, this is such shitty production value too. Like, what the fuck, man? أكيد مش هي. And she even has the henna tattoos on her hand. So, I mean, she's like suggesting that she's from somewhere else. Look, I don't know, man. Trying to look Indian, maybe? She's so happy in blackface, yo. Nancy being her true self, living her true life. By the beach. Just a regular orange woman. Oh, look at that sweet little puppy. This is such a boring video. Yee, shoo. The whole thing is just so awkward, man. This is like just clearly an attempt for someone who's completely out of touch, and it shows how out of touch they are, to like just try and do some kind of fun, shareable content, and then she's just eating shit. So I got a few tweets this morning while I was taking a shit. Not gonna lie, guys, I was just sitting on the toilet. Screenshotted a few tweets. So we got this one. Woke up to Nancy Ajram doing blackface for a prank. Then he actually wrote in the bottom, the miles y'all are going to defend this is so weird. Blackface, brownface, orange face, call it whatever you want. But her changing her skin color that much for blah, blah, blah. You know the point. You know where he's going with that. Another tweet by Dani Hajar. Waking up to seeing Nancy Ajram in blackface was not what I was expecting this morning. The casual racism and anti-blackness that still permeates the region. This is gross and shameful. Both tweets are very similar with a waking up to Nancy Ajram was not what I expected. I saw that tweet many times. Then Dani Hajar continues, I'm not going to share the images publicly. They are out there. And y'all can see the comments from people going the absolute distance to actually defend Nancy Ajram and this prank or whatever. None of this is acceptable, and it's disgusting that people are defending this. And a few other tweets. Nancy Ajram doing blackface in 2022? What the fuck? I feel vindicated in preferring Haifa Wihbe over her. Someone else, Nancy Ajram's excuse for blackface is she didn't want her fans to recognize her. Dumb B, how about not going outside, covering up? These bird brain Lebanese singers are the worst. I mean, yeah, the easiest thing you could do is just put on a face mask because of COVID. Like that is the most obvious thing I would have done. You know what I mean? Use COVID as your excuse. Get out there with a mask. Ain't nobody gonna recognize you. I feel like COVID and masks is the best thing that could happen to celebrities. You can reject pictures with fans. Someone walks up to you for a picture. You're like, nah, stay away, bitch. You got COVID. You know what I mean? I don't want to take no photo with you. And you can just put on a mask. No one's going to recognize you. Mask, sunglasses, and hat combo. Girl, you good. You got another tweet by Yasmin. Black skin is not a costume for you to wear. Not Nancy Ajram casually deciding to do blackface for her birthday. It's disgusting, disturbing. And then we got another one. Nancy Ajram decided to do blackface on her birthday. Yeah, the fact that it was, this is a weird birthday. I guess she wanted to feel normal on her birthday, you know, just get out there and I want to get ice cream without having anybody recognize me. But like it's just such a lame video. It's stupid. Anyway, even the controversy surrounding it always gets overblown. Let's see. You know what people are saying? That people are defending Nancy Ajram. Let's go to Instagram and I want to try to read some of those comments defending her because that would actually be kind of funny. We got Patricia Hashim official. يا هالهضامة والحلاوة والجمال عقبال المية يا رائعتي الغالية. Okay, these are all they're just kissing her ass. We got Nishan TV, adorable with a heart. Nancy Ajram lovers. It's like an actually blue checked account on Instagram. Sally M Hajar, Nancy, no way. Fadi Kataya, happy birthday. Okay. Tony Sawaya Salon, happy birthday with heart. Okay, these guys are all like just gonna kiss her ass. Let's get to some of the controversial comments. Nancy Ajram Lamabel. So Nancy. Okay, whatever. These are all fan. It's your day. I'm not seeing any negative comments here. I'm guessing maybe they're deleting some of them. Happy birthday, happy birthday. عرفت انت شبه نسوم blah blah blah. Nancy. Look, I can't read anything. Either they're deleting some of the comments calling her out, which I think is what's happening, because all I see is positive hearts and stuff. Well, anyways, I think the conclusion is this is just very cringe. This is someone who is just, you know, super rich, who is so out of touch, who doesn't know. And you can just imagine her team. Imagine Nancy Ajram's team, like her marketing team, like, yeah, this is a great idea. هلا بننزل لك ونعمل لك make up. They're all brainstorming, you know what I mean? All a bunch of old ass 40-year-olds. I'm just imagining a bunch of out of touch creatives being like, what can we do to make Nancy more relatable? Let's put her in, you know what I mean? And that's their idea. Let's put her in blackface and put some tattoos on her. And unleash her in Jbel or whatever the fuck they threw her out there. It's super cringe. It just reeks of desperation. Someone who is so out of touch, who doesn't know how to connect to the youth anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, Nancy, don't be doing that anymore. Stop. Let's give up blackface. Okay, it is racist. Okay, yes, she looks orange, but it's like the idea behind it, just like darkening your skin and like we can't do that. Okay, it's 2022. I don't want to get into that shit. Okay. Anyways, back to our regular programming. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna call it a day, man. It was a lot of election talk. Remember to like the video, leave a comment. Let us know if you voted. Let us know what you think of what's the guy called again? Jiffy Foodie? I forgot his name already. What? HungreeGee. Let us know what you think about HungreeGee, our boy. Let's do this. Thank you to some of our beautiful patrons. Again, huge shout out to our brand new patrons, Sarah M. and Jessica Ann, and her generous fucking donation. Thank you guys so much. Joey Dabour, Anthony Balouz, Tarek Jemo, Rhea D, Ziad Ashar, thank you so much. And some other blonde patrons, Jessica Jalou, Stephanie Rizq, Noor Jabour, Rudolph, Michel Tawi, Joseph Sarkis, Joe Khouri. Thank you guys so much for supporting our channel. Hit up Multiverse Games for some fucking awesome comic books. Support your boy. Buy some comic books. We got some vintage comics, 60s, 70s, 80s, DC. Come Iron Man, Thor, Hulk. شو بتحب حبيبي في عنا نحن شو ما بدك. Come to Comic Stash حبيبي. Come. We have them. شو بعد يلا. Do not worry, folks.
Do not worry.